What up? This is Rap Hits and Soul. 6ix9ine is begging SteveWillDoIt to forgive him.
You don't know, I met this great guy, Arthur, through a really good friend, which his name is SteveWillDoIt. SteveWillDoIt is a great friend of mine that I still consider him a friend. That's why I never spoke bad about him. Whatever he decided to do, with my daughter and stuff like that, because at the end of the day,
he just like us.
yeah, and SteveWillDoIt is a great guy. I want to start off saying that SteveWillDoIt is a great guy. I have so much love for him. He's in a situation.
Don't say like
I don't want to address.
He's great, bro. He's a good guy. He just unfortunately the youth. He's an amazing
No.
being.
I don't even think that. I just think there was a lot of misunderstanding. Like I said, I wanna take this time to apologize to SteveWillDoIt, me. Because he put his neck out there for me many times. He put his neck out there for me many times. He went against so many people for me. And that I can't say, yeah, but this, but that, but this, but that. The kid is a great guy. Kid is a great kid. He's always treated, my family with respect. He always treated my friends with respect.
For sure.
I met great people.
Great. I worked for him. He was great. He's a great person to work for.
With Arthur, hopefully, my dream is that me and him could reconcile his word? Reconciliate, and hopefully on the next stream he could be part. I would love to create content with SteveWillDoIt again. Because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff that I wasn't happy about, but at the end of the day, everybody, I made a mistake, and proud of, men,
just in a way,
people putting their camp.
Put the pride of them
in
front of them.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, Steve, I know you're watching. I apologize as a man in front of the world. I apologize because you're a great guy, not only with me but with the world. And I want to see you on top again. I want to see you just be happy and creating content, and hopefully together we could do it one day. And
shout out YouTube. Let Steve back.
Let Steve back.
Great things for people. There's nothing wrong with it. Trump's back. Zuckerberg, let everyone back. YouTube, let Steve back.
Let Steve back. And if Steve, you can't be whatever, you have my platform. I'll stick my neck out for you. And at the end of the day, you're a great person, and we should meet up this weekend if you want to, and maybe just come over to the house. I'm on house arrest. But like I said, thank you for everything.
It's all love.
And it's all love, brother.
You see, SteveWillDoIt and 6ix9ine fell out a while back. This was over a year ago. It might have been going on 2 years now, where they were real cool at first. They were hanging out. They were like best friends for a long time, for years. When SteveWillDoIt used to be on YouTube, he invited 6ix9ine to pretty much be a regular on his channel, and they created content, did a lot of videos together, and they was just becoming real good friends. And so what happened was, eventually there was a moment where SteveWillDoIt got kicked off of YouTube. When he got kicked off of YouTube, he got an offer from Rumble, and Rumble said they was going to bring SteveWillDoIt on their platform to make content. And so during that deal, SteveWillDoIt insisted that they give 6ix9ine a channel as well, give him a deal, like the same deal he was getting, to where they agreed to it, and they paid them both a bag. So they paid Steve a bag, and they paid 6ix9ine a bag to be on Rumble creating content. So 6ix9ine was going to be on there, I guess, playing video games or something for a certain amount of time each week. So every week, just live stream, play some video games. I forget how many times a week it was going to be, but it wasn't much. Just get on there every once in a while, do some live streams, play some video games, talk to the people, stuff like that. And they paid them in advance. So Steve broke off 6ix9ine his bag, and what happened was SteveWillDoIt started making content, but 6ix9ine never showed up to work. He never showed up to any of the live streams. He didn't do any live streams. You know, I think it was some podcast stuff involved too, where they were gonna just sit down and talk. You know, just talk to the people for a while. So it was like a podcast, and then, you know, several things he was supposed to be doing to earn that bag that they gave him. And that was a problem, that they gave him the bag in advance, because turns out 6ix9ine never showed up to work. He didn't do any of the live streams. And this really pissed Steve off, because it was part of the deal, and he was fumbling his bag in the obligations of the contract. So Steve got real upset with 6ix9ine after that. It was like, how you gonna, you know, take the money and then not show up to work? You know what I'm saying? It's easy money. It's basically free money, he said. And, you know, it's making him look bad with that deal. And then it sounded like he might have owed that money back. Like Steve might have been on the hook for that money back now, because 6ix9ine took the money. So when he didn't show up for work, I think Rumble was saying, okay, well, you need to pay us back 6ix9ine's portion then. And so they were so close of friends, 6ix9ine and Steve, that he thought it was gonna be no issue. Like, he wasn't even expecting this to happen, to where, you know, there was gonna be any issues with them two showing up to work and doing some live streams. You know, that's how close they was, and he was pretty upset. So SteveWillDoIt got super upset with 6ix9ine over that, and they fell out. And this was years ago. And after that, Steve basically been dissing 6ix9ine. So he's been disrespecting him, and he basically said he wants nothing to do with him. And I don't remember if there's anything else that happened, but this was basically what happened. I mean, there might have been some other stuff that happened as well, but from what I recall, this was the main thing that happened between them, and this is why they're not on speaking terms anymore. They feel out bad. So 6ix9ine's now talking about he wants to make peace. You know, he's apologizing. You know what I'm saying? Because now 6ix9ine's on house arrest, and he's doing live streams. Now, 6ix9ine might be in some trouble. And if you missed that video, go back and check it out, because there was allegedly, it looks like there was a raid on his house since he's been on house arrest. And IRS already took a lot of his jewelry. So 6ix9ine got all his jewelries and his plaques taken, and they're reselling it for the low. You know, and people are buying that stuff now. All his personal belongings, all his chains, all his you know, plaques on the wall. I think even his cars, a lot of his cars got repossessed and taken to be sold. I guess he wasn't filing taxes or something. He owed them so much money that they just went ahead and took his valuables and started selling it. So it doesn't look like 6ix9ine is doing that good. You know what I'm saying? He needs SteveWillDoIt back in his life, because SteveWillDoIt had the bag. Like, he was handing out free money. You know what I'm saying? Free bands to everybody. People he knew and people he didn't know. That was the main part of SteveWillDoIt's channel, was handing out free bags. You know what I'm saying? Free bands to strangers. Buying them cars, buying them all types of vehicles, and, you know, Teslas and brand new everything. You know what I'm saying? So SteveWillDoIt was known for just giving out money. It was kind of strange how he was getting all that money. To me, it had something to do with the crypto, and I think he had a lot of deals going on, you know, behind the scene where they was paying him basically to promote this. That's why he got kicked off of YouTube, basically, because something to do with that crypto thing he was promoting. You know what I'm saying? So SteveWillDoIt got kicked off of YouTube, and I think that crypto thing was the people that was giving him all that money. A lot of that money he had was coming from them, from what I recall. I mean, that's how it looked, at least. So either way, I don't know how good SteveWillDoIt is doing anymore either, really. I mean, because YouTube was like his main source of income, and I don't think Rumble ever became what people thought it was going to become. Like the Rumble platform that they was trying to hire 6ix9ine and Steve for, that platform was supposed to be next up, you know what I'm saying, competition to YouTube, but I really haven't seen it take off like the way I think they expected it to. They wanted people like SteveWillDoIt over there talking about they free speech and they can do whatever they want over here, since YouTube is being strict and, you know what I'm saying, trying to tell y'all what you can and can't do. They saying Rumble's supposed to be the platform to where you should be able to get away with more stuff. So, you know, but the thing is, yeah, Rumble never in my opinion, it don't look like Rumble's taking off to where it's became what they thought it was gonna become. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just how it looks to me. But anyways, that's what they beefing over. And yeah, 6ix9ine wants to be friends with SteveWillDoIt again, and it's obviously because I think he's down and out. You know what I'm saying? After they took all that money from him, obviously he needs money. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, everything he was flossing, like 6ix9ine was always out here flossing money. Like, you know what I'm saying? He had always bands on him. He had all these bands on him all the time, and he's showing a whole lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what was going on with that. Was that fake money or what? Because I don't think he's doing as good as he once was. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing he's falling off hard too. That's why he had to switch over to doing Latin music. He got kicked out of rap, basically, it looks like, where he has to do Latin music now, and that's his only audience, because it looks like nobody's checking for him if he's doing rap music. He's not respected, you know what I'm saying? And so 6ix9ine, you know what I'm saying, will never be respected, I don't think, like the way he wants to. So he might as well keep doing that Latin music, because, you know what I'm saying, ain't nobody checking for him in the hip-hop world anymore, and I think he was falling off. And, you know, I think that's what a bag is anyways for him. That's his market, that's his lane. He should stay in his lane. You know what I'm saying? 6ix9ine should stay in his lane and keep doing what he's doing over there in that other market, because that's where his bread is at. So is what I'm hearing. But I don't even know how well he's really doing in that field either. But I know he signed a deal with Cartel Records or whatever they're calling it, where it looks like he has his contract to make more Latin music with them. And so he, you know, but I just don't think he's doing as good as he once was, and neither is Steve. So 6ix9ine, I think he's thinking like, why don't we just link back up? You know what I'm saying? Let bygones be bygones. He's saying he's putting out a public apology through, you know what I'm saying, through social media. And he's saying he knows he hears this. He said Steve will get the message, because they're not on speaking terms at all. So 6ix9ine figured he'll make the announcement through his YouTube channel. He's been trying to live stream. You know what I'm saying? 6ix9ine's been trying to live stream. But like I said, he is in some legal trouble. So check out my last video on 6ix9ine to figure out what it's all about, where I break it all down. But so far, he's still free. He's on house arrest. He's supposed to be getting off house arrest, but there's something to where I think they're trying to get him with some new charges before he gets off of probation and house arrest, because he's still on federal probation and he's doing a little bit of time on house arrest. And I think they're trying to jam him up, it looks like, over some other stuff before they let him off, so that he's gonna have to be forced to, you know what I'm saying, sit back down, probably get sent back to jail or something, depending on if these charges come back. They're looking into some possible and potential charges. So like I said, I broke all that down in my last video. I'm not gonna go over it here, so go over there to my other video and find my 6ix9ine video where I break it down. But as far as, you know what I'm saying, getting cool with SteveWillDoIt, I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen, because SteveWillDoIt is not going. Like, SteveWillDoIt did not appreciate him fumbling that Rumble bag. He just thought that was disrespectful. That's not how he conducts business. You know, that's bad business. Like, you know what I'm saying, they paid the bag, and, you know what I'm saying, they signed the contracts, and he expected them to, you know what I'm saying, honor that contract, because he's messing up his money, and he's messing up, you know, future money, future contracts, because you can't just walk away with the bag and not fulfill your obligations. So, you know, when he split that money with 6ix9ine, and 6ix9ine was just, you know, ignored everybody, just went off and was not interested in doing any streams or podcasts, you know, that's fumbling the bag for Steve. And Steve was just not, you know, he wasn't going. So I don't think they're gonna, I mean, the only way they can apologize, the only way I think they can fix it at this point, well, there's a couple ways, but one of the things is 6ix9ine is actually hanging out with SteveWillDoIt's friend right now. Like, he's still cool with one of Steve's friends, like, as a middleman. So he could probably go through him to get cool. But I think what he really needs to do is pay that money back. Whatever he fumbled, you know what I'm saying, with that Rumble deal, he needs to pay SteveWillDoIt that bag back. And I think it was like at least an M. It might have been more than that, but I think it was at least an M. And I don't think Steve 6ix9ine got that to pay him back. Like I said, it don't look like 6ix9ine doing too good. So I think that's the only way he can resolve it, is if he, you know what I'm saying, gets that money back to him. Give him that $1 million back, and I think they can start from there. If he really wants to get back cool with SteveWillDoIt. But in my opinion, ain't nobody really checking for them anyways, because like I said, well, I guess 6ix9ine's trying to say that they can make a way on YouTube on his channel, on 6ix9ine's channel, because 6ix9ine's still on YouTube. But the thing is, SteveWillDoIt got kicked off so hard on YouTube that I don't think you can really have SteveWillDoIt as a regular guest on. Like 6ix9ine can't just have him on his channel, because Steve tried that before. He tried to go on someone else's channel, and they all got warning letters from YouTube talking about, okay, you can do like a random interview with him or a random appearance with Steve, but he can't be on the platform as a regular guest on your show, on your channel or anything. Otherwise, they're going to look at you, you know, that channel as in violation. Because SteveWillDoIt is not allowed on YouTube, they saying. So that's what it is, y'all. That's what's going down. That 6ix9ine is trying to get back cool with SteveWillDoIt. He said he effed up, you know, and he's trying to apologize and reconcile and create contact with him again. So I'll keep y'all updated as more information comes out and available. So stay posted. Make sure you like this video. Let's get over 100 likes on this channel, well, on this video. Also, make sure you subscribe and all that. Check the description box for links. This has been Rap Hits. I'm out.